So I'm Abi Tonge. I am currently living in Leeds. I tattoo from the Foundry on the outskirts of Leeds. Nice little tattoo cave in the middle of an old mill. My style of tattooing, bold, readable, repetitive, ornamental, inspired by a lot of patterns from pretty much everywhere in the world. Always knowing from a young age my eye for pattern and repetition and bold, and like being really into being on the street and seeing a door that's like decorated with patterns, or anything that's sort of like gilded architecture wise, or like interior. Ever since I was really young, I've just had this eye for it. Like my eye is just drawn to it, to the power of like the impact that it creates. And it was like a feeling that I always had. And that's what kind of has always inspired anything that I've drawn, even like when I was at uni and I would be like designing clothes or prints in textiles and things like that. Like there was just it came from that really. But with tattooing, I really love the bodysuit look and how dense it is and how like the impact of it. And I feel like patterns can like also, like the way you look at Japanese, how readable it is from like the other side of the room and how bold and clear it is. And then I feel like ornamental pattern work, tribal work also has that similar kind of impact. I'm really lucky to have the choice, and like I'm really lucky to be able to do what it is that I want to do. But if a walk-in came in one day and I wasn't like just sat doing emails and I had a no-show or something, like I would never say no. I love working with the body with symmetry and the challenges that creates as well, because it's kind of, it keeps you on your toes, it keeps you growing, so just like, for example, if somebody challenged me in the shop to do like a trad tattoo or like a portrait, like I'd give it a go. Like I know the skills, I've got the skill. Infinity symbols and like a 5-liner on a wrist, like come on. It's like that stuff, if you can do it good, you can take that into your years after and become really technically a good tattooer.
Should we have some coffee?
No, thank you.
I feel really inspired by the body part that I'm working on. That also, as much as I know the shapes that it might need, or the certain, depending on obviously the brief of the customer and what it is that they want, but the placement really inspires my ideas. I honestly will take reference from anything and everything, like even a feeling that I get. My last place that I went to was Morocco. There was artisans everywhere, like literally making things like in the streets, That was inspiring. Just seeing these men like with these big like copper bathtubs, like tapping them for like 8 hours. But predominantly my travels to Asia and Morocco as well. When I went to Morocco, like I really see how much like Arabic sort of patterns as well. Like it's weird, I get more drawn to, I'd say it's more based on like interior clothing and things like that, because I don't ever want to tap into too much of like symbolism. And I'd say like India, Nepal, Thailand, Morocco, they're the places for me that I've been to that have really heavily influenced me. And it's as easy as just walking down the street and you'll find something like to take reference from. So we're all going to know the book, the Tibetan Symbols book. Most Taoists will have it. I've taken a lot of like peonies and lotuses and things like that from books like that, and like made them like drawn on top of them 5, 6, 7, 8 times to get my own version. Like this was like way back when I was an apprentice. That's how I kind of used to do it. I was like, I know how I love the composition, but I would actually have it like this, and I would like layer it and layer it and layer it until I had something completely different. First things first, I like people feeling wanted and feeling like they're meant to be here and that they're appreciated. Like that's like super important, you know? There's 1,000,001 people that they could have gone to for an amazing ornamental tattoo, like for sure. And they chose me, and that's like big, and that will never properly sink in. But that's not me downplaying myself. I believe in myself and all those things. But it's fact. And yeah, they'll come in, I will make them, you'll have cup of tea, coffee. Like I always make sure I've got bananas for people. I've got a cup of soup ready to go, because you'll be surprised how many people come with sugar-free drinks, and it's a joke. Yeah, don't do that. Especially for day sessions. But yeah, just making people feel like connected to the process as well. Like I'm communicating with them what I'm doing. They're not just sat there waiting for me. Like I'm actually doing stuff for the process, you know? And I'm very communicative, even in the beginning stages when you book in with me. I'm very like, if I know that it's gonna be a big day, or like you've booked 3 or 4 sessions in a block for starting like really big projects, then I'm very clear about what to expect in terms of like how long the days might be. I'm going to be stenciling for a while, like putting the stencil together. I might be drawing up the skin for a long time. Since I was 14, I was like pot washing at 14 years old illegally at like 4:30 in the morning. Like I've always been a grafter. So I don't really know what it would ever be like to not do like something or create something, you know? I don't think that will, I mean, I say I don't think, I know that that will never stop. My home is my sanctuary. It's my safe place, where I create, where I cook, where I binge watch like series, have like long hot baths. I meditate. I sit in the garden and listen to music. Music is also a big part of my life. Go to a lot of gigs, solo and with people. I like doing a lot of stuff by myself. As much as I'm a social butterfly and I do like to party. Yeah, I feel like solitude and like being able to recharge my batteries and things like that is the only way that I can give my friends, my family, my customers and myself the best version of myself, is if I have that downtime and I have that separate, you know? But there's a lot of things that I like to do. I like to make things as well. I've been on a little bit of like a block over the last, I don't know how long, but I can feel that I'm waking back up now, and I think it's important to allow yourself to rest and to kind of get some respite so that you can come back with something better than maybe if you just kept ploughing on, you know? Am I happy with where I am now? I am happy in terms of how far I've come and the growth that I've made personally and artistically. I think as artists we always have some element of the like imposter syndrome situation going on, like, and also I have like a fierce determination of just really achieving like my full potential. I know there's more, there's so much more. I've always felt very primitive as a human being. I think that's the right terminology. Primal.
Cool.
In terms of like, I've always had a very like mothering instinct, and I was the youngest out of me and my brother and my sister. But yeah, I was the mother, and I think that's where I lean into tattooing from thousands of years ago. Like I feel extremely, strangely connected to tattoos that meant something back then when you were part of a tribe, you know, and you were like earning them as part of a place within your tribe, your community. And I feel like not as bluntly as that now, because obviously tattooing is what it is now, but there's something with tattooing that just makes me feel connected to that. Yeah, from seeing that like on my uncle and his friends and stuff, like, and just seeing them out and about, tattoos in general, always felt like it was something that I wanted to do and felt connected to, like drawn to from a really young age. But it was always something that I put on a pedestal and thought that it was something that I could never do. And then went through the motions of college, uni, going into design at least, and always drawing and doing commissions for people for tattoos through like 2007 to 2011 maybe. Wow. And yeah, so doing all that is fun. And then it just organically went into something real. And, you know, life happens, and you think you have to grab life by the balls and make it happen, because no one's going to make it happen for you. And just because you don't think you can do something doesn't mean you shouldn't necessarily try and fail rather than, you know. I feel like I was meant to, I'm capable of doing a lot of things. I think tattooing is definitely one of them, for sure. So I do definitely have a want for other things. But I can't say that any of it amounts to the same as what tattooing is and what tattooing is giving me, and the life that and the opportunities and the people, and it makes you quite emotional when you think about it, actually.